thought I'd take a minute and try to give you a little leg up here on week 4. Um, basically, this has got to be my favorite thing to grade. I really like the way you work on this. Basically, though, it's doing the same thing. It's going back, and remember I warned you, you're going to use elements and principles for the whole course. So if you haven't got them nailed down now, then certainly move in on that. But this is what you're going to do on this. On the first assignment, I did want to show you this, just because I talk about it to you all the time. This is where I want you to go and get this PDF, okay? When I keep telling you to look at the PDF, it's a download, it takes a while, but oh my gosh, it's got a ton of information. Well worth it, all right? So let me get back to this. There we go. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to go to your Webliography because you have to have a scholarly source. And up here in Webliography, let me tell you, we have all kinds of scholarly sources. This is because the reason we want you to use scholarly is because we know there's information on these, and you're going to have to do some research, not in the first assignment, but the second assignment. And if you don't have those sources, it gets to be really hard for you. So help yourself, if you will, and make sure that you get to that Webliography to choose a source. And like on this first one, it says to go to Webliography or wherever you can find one. If you have a museum locally, then by all means you can use them. And choose a piece that you really, really like. And then look at it. Now, this week, we're not just talking about subject and style. We're talking about what influences art. And that's where all of this is. And I mean, it is really, really fascinating. And what's going to happen is this. You're going to find a piece that you like. Don't do a lot of research on it. Just talk about it in terms of elements and principles. Give yourself an impression, or give us an impression of what you think might be going on there. All right, and that's really an important kind of thing for you to do here. Make sure that it's a piece you like, because you're going to be talking about it for the 2 assignments. And then when you go to week 2, you're going to do some research on it. And you're going to see if by going through the elements and principles you were able to kind of nail down, as you looked at it, what some of these influences are. Now, no substitute, like going over here and reading some of these things. You start up here and it tells you right off what some visual art influencers are. Here's a religious one, okay? Return of the Prodigal Son. Spend a minute reading this stuff here. I know you feel like you're doing a lot of reading, and that's the downside of online instruction. You have to dig so much out yourself, but you know what? Once you do it, it's really yours. I mean, you won't forget it. So by all means, go through all of these topics, go through the influencers, the context, which is what we're talking about, not content necessarily. But now we're looking at what's going on in the picture, not just by elements and principles and the style and the subject, but what's really going on and what is the artist saying. Remember back when you were talking about the fact that art was really something where people communicate? Well, this is your chance to shine, because this is certainly the way we communicate, and this is certainly the way, and you will notice, I think, as you complete certainly the assignment for your second assignment here, you will notice that once you place the art that you're looking at in the historical environment of the artist, it's like looking through a magnifying glass. You see so much. So, great week, really great week. And then the third assignment is pretty darn easy, if I do say so myself. All I want you to do, all we ask you to do, is that you go through and assess your technical readiness. And by that I mean you're going to have to go down here and read a little bit about what they ask you to do. They're going to want you to identify your internet browser. Are you using Internet Explorer? Are you using Firefox? What are you using? Safari? Do you have Microsoft software? If not, do you plan on getting it? Now, these are just things, there's no right answer here. It's just, these are the things that are going to focus you really for success. Now, let me tell you, I'm going to give you, I think I give you some points for this. I'll certainly try. So by all means, don't ignore this. And basically then, if you look at the rubric down here, it tells you how I'm going to grade you. I'm going to say, first of all, that you submitted a document telling me what all this is on your computer. And secondly, that if you don't have the hardware, you have a plan. Okay, so anyway, that's not a whole lot, and it's good points. Some of you all have said, "What can I do to bring up my grade?" And I'm with you. I really am. This is a great thing. So by all means, don't miss out on this. By all means, do it. If you have any other questions, let me know, and I look forward to hearing from you. Like I said, this is a really fun assignment. So embrace it. Have fun with it.